following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Welcome back to this very somber episode of Top Rope Rowdy. As we found out just probably about an hour ago that the great Bobby the Brain Heenan has passed away today.
Yes.
Surrounded by his family.
He's now reunited with Gorilla Monsoon.
You're really tugging the heartstrings.
I'm telling you, it's sad.
Don't be crying for all this.
Don't cry in front of the internet world. Don't cry in front of the Top Rope Reality fanatics.
If it wasn't Heenan, I'd bring a chair to a glass eye, but I can't say that about poor Heenan.
Right, because he is the one that said that.
I loved him, and he was great.
Yes.
I'm still in shock. I cannot believe it.
Yes. The atmosphere completely changed here in the Top Rope Studios.
The wind
sucked the air right out of the room.
Yes. The sales drooped.
That's what we get for looking at social media. Gosh, young it.
We were just trying to find out, make sure that we didn't miss anything, and boy, we
didn't miss it at first.
No.
We just prolonged and kept talking, and then we found it.
Yeah.
Just popped up out of nowhere.
Say, what? One of those, what? Wait a minute, how many said no fake news now?
Oh, no, we thought it was fake, for real. But here in part 3, we're going to talk about things.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about the greatest wrestler of all time, Tag Team Edition. He's going to go over the 3 we have left, and I'm going to go over who's gone.
Yes. The 3 we have left. After 25 tag teams, these are the final 3. We have the Hardy Boys, man, Jeff. We have Edge and Christian. And we have Road Warrior Hulk and Road Warrior Animal.
Yeah, none of that hype right mess.
No.
Real Road Warriors.
Yes. The Legion of Doom.
Yes. Not no 2000 either. Just
No.
Legion of Doom? Right. No Sonny is involved in this. So we're going to go over who is gone, as Mike eliminated the Hart Foundation. I eliminated Dr. Death and Terry Gordy. I also eliminated the Revival, as Mike eliminated the Outsiders and the Nasty Boys. I eliminated Paul and Brian Kendrick and America's Most Wanted. Mike eliminated the Rock and Roll Express and the New Age Outlaws. He came with a 1-2 punch right there. I eliminated the APA, and then I eliminated the Ring of Honor's Briscoe Brothers. Mike eliminated the Harlem Heat and the Steiner Brothers.
Another 1-2.
1-2 of WCW tag teams right there. And then I eliminated the World's Greatest Tag Team and the British Bulldogs. And Mike another 1-2 punch as he eliminated the Young Bucks and the Dudley Boys. And then I eliminated not 1, but 2 3-man teams in a row, as I eliminated the New Day and Demolition. And then Mike came in and eliminated the final 3-man team in this 25 teams, as he eliminated the Freebirds and then eliminated the Midnight Express, which has had more than 2 people, but 2 at each time.
Right.
And then finally, I eliminated the Brainbusters. It was very difficult. We were down to the final 4, and I sat there and lingered on this because I knew that I got the final 2 picks, and then you got the final pick.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had to shape it up a little bit and see where I was taking the tournament for Mike to choose the winner. So my last elimination was the Brainbusters, which is very difficult now, especially thinking about Bobby. Almost want them to be taken back into and let them win. Almost want them to win in memory. Okay? But it's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
No, we don't do stuff like that.
We don't renege on our word. We already know the Brainbusters is gone. So my next elimination, my final My final elimination,
We'll sway the tournament.
Big
or
time.
Not the tournament, but the picks.
The picks.
Yes.
It's going to sway one way or the other because, I mean, I could get rid of the Road Warriors and it would just be 2 Attitude Era tag teams.
That's right.
Or I could eliminate Edge and Christian. It'll be the Hardys versus the Road Warriors. I mean, each, if I get rid of the Hardys, it's the Road Warriors, Edge and Christian. It's a different dynamic each time you eliminate somebody. So it's a big deal. It's a very big deal.
It is.
It's a big deal because we are literally coming down to who is the greatest tag teams of all time. Who is it?
Like we said before.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
You can put in the comments section below if you don't agree with us.
You tell us who your pick is as the greatest.
Say
wrestler
y'all
of
two
all time
dummies
tag team.
eliminated the greatest tag team way too early.
Could be. If you love,
I mean, why did that Mike guy eliminate the Hart Foundation first? What was that pick?
Right, that was
There's
a big
so
one.
many other people you can eliminate first.
Well, man, that was a big pick. We'll have to say
was.
that. But my final elimination, if you will.
If you will.
My final elimination will be.
Drum roll, please. The fat calf.
Right. Makes for a good drum.
Ow!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Slap in the legs. Stung a little bit.
looking at longevity, looking at how long they were together as a tag team, how successful they were, all the different promotions. It's a no-brainer for me.
That's funny.
What you just read is funny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not funny, haha, but funny as getting the news from my wife that we already knew. She just texted me about it.
Well, that's sweet.
So that shows that had to be
It's
big
everywhere
news.
now.
Yeah, AOL and them stuff. Cause
Oh, AOL put it out.
she doesn't look at wrestling sites, so where would she see it?
Oh, there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen,
News come up somewhere.
News
That's how
comes
big of a
up.
person he is. He's not going to just be the wrestling world. It's going to be like Hogan and them.
Yes.
Something that big will happen.
don't jinx that. So my
He's got enough
elimination.
trouble.
My elimination.
Calling the hurricane people cry babies.
I know, right? Leave them folks alone.
Come on, Hogan. You probably had your foot back in the
You
door.
almost
of
got out of
WWE.
being in trouble with the N-word, and now you're calling people that have no power N-words. Oh, not N-words.
Crybabies.
He might as well be saying the N-word. He's so rude.
He probably had his foot in that door for getting back into WWE, and they said, "No,
Never
slam
mind.
that door."
Never mind.
Big mouth. Okay, go ahead and pick your pick.
So
Who was gone? Who was number 23 out?
So the reason that they are 23, and this kind of give it away, but I'm going to give you a little heads up. The reason they're 23 is because they had less longevity as a tag team, and to me, they were both better as singles. Ladies and gentlemen, my elimination is Edge and Christian.
Yeah, when you said that kind of gave.
I mean, because think about it, the Road Warriors, you don't look at them as singles guys,
no,
tag team guys.
they try to be single guys.
They tried and it did not work.
They don't suck a little.
The Hardy Boys, okay, both of them world champions.
Yep.
Matt was world champion in TNA. Jeff has been multiple-time world champion in WWE. He's been Intercontinental champion. What's his name? Matt has been Cruiserweight champion. He's been all this other stuff. But what do they come back to? Tag team. Edge and Christian, once they split up, if I remember correctly, did not get back together ever. I don't think they ever got back together.
I think you're right. I don't think they ever did.
Edge went, Christian stayed here. But he was still successful. He was like European champion. I think he was Intercontinental champion. He had a feud with John Cena, stuff like that. So Edge and Christian to me are more successful as
You talking
singles.
about Christian?
Yes, at that point. Yes.
What are you, TNA champion?
He was. I think it was the NWA title still then. I can't
But
remember.
still, yeah.
But he was a champion.
Because like, okay, you're a former WWE guy. You come in, you get the title pretty much. But they run that. They run that cycle for a while.
For quite a while.
And
And then
still
Del
today.
Rio, yeah. And then Bobby Lashley, you know.
Not saying anything.
No, apparently it works, right?
Yes.
But I just figure Edge and Christian, they're better at singles, so they get eliminated. So now, the call comes down to Mickety Mike, right here. You know, as he has to pick between the Road Warriors and the Hardy Boys. He's eliminating one and creating a winner.
That's true.
You're giving us your elimination pitch, but you're actually giving us also the winner.
You're true.
So, the number 24 elimination leading to the winner. Who will you be eliminating as number 24? It's big. You got the greatest tag team of the 80s era.
Yes.
And in my opinion, one of the greatest of all time with the Attitude Era going forward after that.
That is true.
Very decorated.
It's true.
You know, as WWE says, Dudley's are most decorated, but Hardys have had a lot more longevity. They're still going. Dudley's are not.
No, just one of them. The other one got a cushy backstage job, which is the best thing for him.
Yes.
Okay.
It's big.
It's really not that big. It's not that big.
Oh, it's big.
I can go the way that everybody thinks I want to go.
Oh, yeah.
I can go boom, 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 and be done with it. You know?
I mean,
But if you look,
there is a way. There's a way to go here.
If you honestly, I can't even speak right. If you
No,
look at it,
it's so big.
I'm upset still with Bobby Heenan.
Understandable.
I'm just flabbergasted still. But if you just look at it,
Just look at it.
when you put them here, put them there,
Yes.
and you're mentioning a goat, which is the greatest of all time.
That's true.
I have to say, by me announcing who the champion is, or top pick, the greatest, you know who's going to fall in the 24th slot.
Right.
You have to say
Right.
it. So I pick.
Who's the winner of the greatest of all
Yes.
time tag team edition? The winner.
I pick the Hardy Boys.
Wow! 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 I mean, I figured, hey, we have totally brought it down to where everybody thought it was going to go. I just literally fed it to you.
Well, they were everything. They're tag teams.
They are.
They're world champions. They're
They are.
mid-card champions.
They are.
They are everything. I'm sorry, they are. Now in a match, no, the Road Warriors would destroy the Hardy Boys.
Do it.
But
That's true.
side by side, the Road Warriors were only tag team specialists. And I know they're saying, well, this is the tag team edition. They should win it. But the Hardys were also tag team specialists.
You're looking at
And you're
what the
throwing
most
in what they've done.
well-rounded tag team
Yes.
is. Yes.
And the puppet doesn't help the Road Warriors.
Yeah, that kind of hurt him a little bit. When Paul Hillary had a puppet,
Yeah.
that was bad.
Wonky, whatever his name was.
Don't know. I guess that was Vince's idea. Play a joke. I don't know.
Gets him on fire. But
Bad
no.
idea. What did they ever do though?
Now,
They
the
just got- they
Hardys-
just disappeared.
Now, and that's the bad thing. The Road Warriors are great. Yes, they fought all the great teams.
They did.
But their career did this quickly. When it nosedived, it nosedived very quickly,
Yes.
which hurts. The Hardys, when they broke up or went their separate ways, they won one goal. They kind of stayed even. They're tagged and they're back up again. So, I mean, that's one.
They never dropped all the way to the bottom of the card.
I have not
So,
seen the Hardys yet nosedive.
Right.
No.
They haven't.
And when they did the broken thing, that just
Elevated them even more.
made their tag team better. It gave
Showed
them a fresh
them they're
life.
more than one dimensional.
Yes.
You're not going to see the Road Warriors in a different outfit. They're not going to change their look.
No.
They don't wrestle without the makeup on, stuff like that. So,
I mean, they got their motorcycle helmets, but still, that's like that.
well, those are cool.
That's still not.
But WWF, in my opinion, WWE, whatever you want to call them, it did not help their legacy to go there. Did not help.
Did not. You're right. It did not.
Okay, because you had the puppet thing before,
Mm-hmm.
and then when it came back during the Attitude Era, they did the thing with Sonny. That didn't help.
No.
Then they did the thing with
It's eye
Dross.
candy, two muscular guys with eye candy, which I mean, you would think would work, but it didn't work.
Then you got the thing with Dross with Hawk being a alcoholic. That was bad. It was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
That did not help any of them. And then you got Road Warrior Animal teaming up with Hydronic. It just did that, and that hurt the legacy.
Yes. Now, Hardy Boys fighting each other doesn't help.
Bad idea. Don't ever put them against each other.
No.
If you separate them, just have them go them separate ways.
Still loving brothers, just going their separate ways. Yes.
Don't have them fight each other.
No.
TNA tried it. WWE tried it first. It didn't work in either one. They have great chemistry together. They have horrible chemistry against each other.
Yeah, that's very weird.
The matches are not good.
So you can send me your hate mail. Write in the comment section that I'm a dumbass and I made a stupid pick and the Road Warriors are the greatest thing since sliced bread. And that's your opinion. My opinion is, looking at what they've done, the Hardys.
And it is interesting because when the WWE looks at the greatest wrestler of all, greatest tag team of all time, usually put the Road Warriors in there. Now, if you're just going off of their heyday of being in Jim Crockett, absolutely,
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
To me, when it was Ted Turner owned, they didn't do that much with the Road Warriors.
Okay.
They weren't there that much.
Right now, this is a hypothetical question.
Okay.
Did the Road Warriors go out on top? Or are they a shell of their former self when they went out?
To me, they were a shell.
Exactly. Do you think the Hardy Boys will go out on top, or do you think they go out as a shell of their former self?
I think they'll go out on top.
I think they will too.
And that's the same thing you could say for the Dudley Boys.
I think when they break up, when they separate them again, they'll have their big single run, and that'll be it.
And that'll be it, yeah.
And they'll go in the Hall of Fame as the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, they don't do them separate.
They won't do them separate.
They don't need to.
I love the Road Warriors, but what the Hardys have done together and apart is just a tad better than what the Road Warriors have done
Right.
together.
I mean, you can even look at some of these other tag teams, like the Steiner Brothers. They broke up on top of the tag team world.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, it's smart to be done. Like, okay, here's an example. Chuck Norris said this. He's talking about Walker. Walker, Texas Ranger, was at the top of its game. It had great ratings when they stopped filming.
Yes.
And they're like, well, why would you do that? And he's like, why would I wait for it to be canceled?
I'm going to tell you 2 shows right now on TV that will go out on top. Big Bang Theory. The Walking Dead. That's another one. That's
You weren't thinking about that one.
No, because I was thinking just network, not cable television.
No.
And NCIS will go out on top.
Think so? I don't ever watch it.
Well, they're number 1. Them and Big Bang, you know, they...
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So,
Did not
but
know
they're
that.
The Walking Dead, unless they get just totally crappy, like the other one's show is, then they will.
You don't like Fear of Walking Dead?
It's kind of. I try to watch it and it's just.
Can't follow it much.
It's just burned.
I mean, they gave them a shot.
Having The Walking Dead on TV, you have something to go by, and you're like, so that kind of hurts it.
Now, if they brought them together, that'd be interesting. But one's in California and one's in Atlanta, or Georgia now.
Well, filmed in Georgia, but they're supposed to be around Washington and all that, and Virginia.
Is that where they're at now?
But still filmed in Georgia. So.
Right. Yeah, because honestly, what they needed for that show, because I felt like The Walking Dead was kind of slowing down, but they got that shot in the arm when Negan showed up back. Yeah, sure.
Well, let's go over to the. Let's talk about No Mercy.
No Mercy.
I don't believe any more matches have been added.
Right.
I mean, you can check to see on your phone. Check No Mercy's card to see if anything's been added. And I'll just go over the card when you're looking to see. So far, we have 6 matches announced, so you're gonna have a couple more, and have one on the pre-show. So seven on the pay-per-view, 1 on the pre-show, which will probably be Enzo and Neville. If it isn't, they really love Enzo. For people that hate him, they will love him if they don't put him on the pre-show.
Right.
We have Enzo taking on Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship, which we thought he will win. We have Finn Balor taking on Bray Wyatt, man versus man, no makeup.
Just 6 matches on there?
So far, yes.
Yeah, that's all that Wikipedia even has.
So they'll probably add a couple more, which I'm trying to think what's been going on Raw.
Nothing.
To add 2 more. So
They didn't ruin the Goldust thing already.
they just forgot all about
He's
that.
supposed to get a protege, and then all of a sudden
He's a good
his
guy.
makeup's being taken off, and he's a good guy.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah, when he came out there and fought Bray, I said,
Well, that's over with, right? That's what I thought.
"Put them back together then." We got Alexa Bliss defend her title in a fatal 4-way against Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and Emma. We figure that Emma will take the pin. But who will Alexa? I believe Alexa will sneak in like she does.
I think Alexa needs to keep it until Asuka's ready to take it.
And she'll probably sneak in. Nia will look like she's going to do it again, and then Alexis will sneak right in there with her little booty and.
Amen.
We have
That's what I'm talking about.
Ambrose and Rollins, not yet, but I think this will lead to a battle between the two, with Dean becoming heel.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
Where's that? Are they planting seeds already?
No, they're not planting seeds already, but I think this will lead to it.
Dean needs something different.
Because they go the same route. Seth turning bad again.
Boo.
We need Dean. We need Dean.
He come back from injury, cheered, and they made him a heel.
Yeah, through booking. Cesaro and Sheamus will move on to somebody else. Hell, it may turn them both bad, which would be a bad thing to do with the Hardy Boys. So I think they're going to be facing the Hardys before it's over with. So.
Come on, Seth and Dean?
Yeah. It's the only tag teams they got right now.
Don't make them heels.
No, you're right. Don't make them heels. You're right about that.
Have a two-face team. Who cares?
Yeah. That'll be fine. We got Cena and Reigns.
Unless Revival comes in and beats Rollins and Ambrose for the belts, and then Revival loses it to Hardy's later on.
I would help get them back on the card. Here.
It would.
Cena and Reigns. They're saying Reigns is going to win. John Cena will do the job. And they're saying Brock Lesnar will keep the belt over Braun. So, but he will. Yes. Sorry. Let Brock go away for a little while. Let Braun run with the cold months. Right. Fall months with the title. You know, give it back to Brock if you want him to have a WrestleMania for him and Roman. Again. Exactly. Just stupid idiots. So John Cena can take on Undertaker? What? Now you want that match? Why do you want that match before?
Exactly. Don't make no sense.
It doesn't. Oh, so yeah, we'll see if they should add 2 more, which right now, another women's match, which
R-Truth versus Elias. That's the pre-show right there.
Yep.
That's that good old pre-show man right there, boy.
And the women. There's no other women feuding to have anything.
No.
So.
Unless they put Alicia Fox in a random match. Because what other women's on the show?
Which
because Dana Brooks out right now because her boyfriend died.
I know one match they can add. They can add either as a tag team or singles. Jack Gallagher and Cedric Alexander.
They only ever had one cruiserweight match.
They should add the other one because that's with him turning bad.
That's so random though. Why?
It was. But I love why they played it off.
Why is he joining with Kendrick?
Kendrick thought he was going to attack him and he was shocked.
Why join with Kendrick?
I guess he'll explain this Tuesday on
He better. He better explain.
Which makes you want to turn in to see why they do it.
But you know why they're doing it? Because they've got too many faces on that show because of Enzo now. Enzo being on there, too many faces. So they turned Jack. Because, I mean, of all of them turning heel, Jack is the most shocking.
He is.
Umbrella Man, if you will.
Yes.
But we're going to finish up part 3 with the Top Rope Reality Cruiserweight Tournament, round 3.
Yeah, we're on in the 3rd round already.
Quick pass in a hurry, boy.
Yeah, so let's go over the first set of matches in round 3.
First one.
We have Ibushi taking on Dalton Castle. We got Tyler Bate taking on Will Ospreay. We got Ricochet taking on Roderick Strong. And we have Noam Dar taking on Zack Sabre Jr. Our second set of 4 is...
Trent Seven taking on Marty Scurll. Pete Dunne taking on Seth Rollins. AJ Styles taking on Finn Balor. Tony Nese taking on Jeff Hardy. Do you see a pattern?
I thought you saw it. I did.
I see it.
I see it. I know it's very weird, ain't it? And we go back to Ibushi. He takes the win over Dalton Castle and takes him out of this tournament.
Tyler Bate beats Will Ospreay.
Roderick Strong comes on the short end of the stick over Ricochet as he picks up the win to advance.
Noam Dar has a upset victory, in my opinion, over Zack Sabre Jr.
Trent Seven was not lucky enough as he is upset by Marty Scurll.
The other umbrella man. Yes. Pete Dunne loses against Seth Rollins.
So you can say that he is done in the tournament. In a shocker, Finn Balor defeats AJ Styles.
It's the original leader of the Bullet Club taking on the second leader of the Bullet Club. Ooh, boy.
Writes itself.
It does write itself, ladies and gentlemen. And then the final match of round 3. He's got 8 reasons that he's better than you, but he was not better. I thought I got that wrong before, but it is 8. It is.
It is. He has a 6-pack, but he has an 8-pack,
which is weird. I think he only has a 6-pack. I don't. The last 2 he's pointing at really to nothing there.
Yeah, but it just makes him better than everybody else.
Of course. But anyway, so he has 8 reasons he's better than you, but he was not better than Jeff Hardy, as Jeff Hardy picks up the win against the obsolete Tony Nese.
Delete.
Exactly.
Delete.
He is obsolete because he got deleted.
So our next round 4, we'll see Ibushi taking on Tyler Bate.
We got Ricochet taking on Noam Dar.
We've got Marty Scrolls taking on Seth Rollins.
We've got a big one here. The 2 makeup men, if you will, as Finn Balor take on Jeff Hardy.
It's going to be a good round.
Because they say Jeff Hardy can't do the makeup stuff right now because of Finn Balor. Just funny.
That is funny. Okay.
Maybe that's why they took the makeup off Goldust. Finn Balor's the only one!
And Bailey's the only one who can do the elbow.
Oh my gosh, right?
I wouldn't want to do that. He's probably just something different. I don't want to do makeup anymore. It's probably
He said he wants to do the makeup, but Vince told him not right now. He said he could do it on house shows, but not on TV.
Who cares? Like makeup.
Have you seen AJ's mask he wore in Japan?
I did.
Oh, that's awesome looking.
Mm-hmm.
Wear that. Wear it. Because it's not really a Bullet Club thing because that's the same. The mask is the exact same emblem on the side of the pants for Gallows Anderson.
Right.
It's the same thing. So they can't get upset with that.
Mm-hmm.
But that is going to be it for part 3, and we come back with part 4. It is the list
that does not miss.
as we have 10 WCW moments that you totally don't remember. We're going to go over number 9.
The Jesse Ventura Arm Wrestling Invitation.
Absolutely. Plus, 10 most unlikely main event acts in WWE history. We're going to talk about number 2, R-Truth.
R-Truth, yes. And we're going to go back to the Montreal Screwjob. 10 backstage stories about what really happened that night.
What?
This time, Vince Russo blames
He
himself.
blames himself.
Plus, a countdown. As we go with the 15
I
worst
like how you scroll that back up.
catchphrases in wrestling history.
He scrolled it up so I couldn't see it.
So coming back
I
to
wonder
part
what it
4.
is.
So going back to part 4 of the list.
That does not miss.
I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm just like, ha!
We'll see in a few clicks on this very
Somber.
top rope reality.